repayment of court-appointed attorney fees and bids application fee. Court does not order the same.
Thank you, Judge.
Right from the start, this hearing feels routine, but don't be fooled. Behind the procedural talk, Sean Stenberg is facing serious probation violations that could send him straight to jail. One wrong move changes everything. Will the judge go easy or make an example? Subscribe now for more intense courtroom breakdowns and legal drama.
And Mr. Paul, do you want to take up your case first?
Judge, I need to have just a quick breakout room with her. She's at the Butler County Jail, and I don't see them on quite yet.
Okay. We'll put you in the breakout room with Butler County Jail as soon as possible. Joe, are you ready to take up a case?
Mr. Stenberg is on. I don't see him. He should be. We spoke earlier.
And he is not here at court security.
Well, darn. Let me see if I can find out where he is.
Judge, I'm zooming in from my new office.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah, we moved in Monday and finally got internet and phones and everything working by Wednesday, so it wasn't too bad. So,
well, good.
Next time you're in town, come by and see us.
Okay.
I don't know why the jail isn't on yet. That's kind
of there's Mr. Stenberg, Judge. We want to take his case up.
Yes, that'd be fine.
It looks like we're missing Brett, unless Amber's covering it.
I have all the cases today.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go on the record. First case, State of Kansas versus Sean Michael Stenberg, 24 CR 248. State of Kansas appears by Assistant Butler County Attorney Amber Norris. The defendant, Mr. Stenberg, appears in person and by court-appointed counsel Joe Favre. This matter does regularly come before the court on the warrant to show cause docket. And announcements to the court, Mr. Favre.
Judge, I've spoken to Mr. Stenberg, and at this time he's going to waive his right to an evidentiary hearing, stipulate to the violations in the regular warrant to show cause and the addendum that was emailed.
Thank you, Mr. Favre. Mr. Stenberg, Mr. Favre has advised the court you do wish to admit to being in violation of the terms and conditions of your probation. Is that correct? You need to unmute.
Yes.
You understand by making this admission, you could very well be revoked from your probation in order to serve the balance of your time. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Have you had adequate and sufficient opportunity to consult with Mr. Favre prior to making your admission here today?
Yes.
Mr. Stenberg, the court does find that you are knowingly and voluntarily admitting to the probation violation. The court does accept the same. Recommendations for disposition. First from the state, Ms. Norris.
Your Honor, based on defendant's violation, state will be requesting 14 days as a sanction. Defendant also needs a 12-month extension of his court services probation. Your Honor, we would be requesting that he serve his time consecutive, but we have no objection to him scheduling that if he needs a little bit of time, and no objection to work release. I'm not sure about his employment status, but we do believe 14 days and then back on 12 months of court services probation with all standard and previously ordered conditions would be appropriate.
Thank you, Ms. Norris. Recommendations from the defense, Mr. Favre.
Judge, those are mostly joint recommendations. What Mr. Sweeney and I had discussed was the 14 days, and he had agreed to that, and we had agreed to that. So we joined in that recommendation. After speaking to Mr. Stenberg, he informed me that he does have a job working at a gas station. I forget the name of it, but that employment was apparently hard to come by where he lives in Barton County, Great Bend. So he was worried that the 14 days if it was asked to be served consecutive, would cost him his job. He's asking the court to allow him to serve it on 7 consecutive weekends, beginning this weekend. He is trying to also maintain his child support payments. He's been making $400 a month, so he's trying to be fiscally responsible. He's paid his case off, so we are asking that the court allow him to do that over 7 consecutive weekends, if possible. Other than that, we join in the recommendations of the state.
Thank you, Mr. Favre. Mr. Stenberg, it is the order, judgment, decree of this court that you are sanctioned to 14 days in the county jail. The court does grant your motion for 7 consecutive weekends. That'll be the order of the court. What time would you check in on the weekend, Mr. Stenberg?
I get off. I'll have to start next Friday. I have Fridays and Saturdays off. I get off at 7:00 Friday morning.
Okay, what time to report to the Butler County Jail on Friday next week?
All the way down to Butler. I could hopefully get there by noon. I'll have to find a ride to get down there.
The court will order that you check in by 3 p.m. on Friday. You'll be released on Sunday at 3 p.m. for 7 consecutive weekends. The court does extend your probation for a period of 1 year with court services. The court does.
Here's where things get strategic. Stenberg isn't fighting the sentence. He's negotiating how to serve it. Weekend jail time could save his job and child support payments. The judge now weighs fairness against accountability. Should stability matter more than strict punishment? Or does breaking probation mean consequences must come first? No exceptions.
Order that you contact court services immediately after this hearing in regards to the probation program. And the
Question on
court-
that.
Pardon me?
Question on the probation. Since I'm already on probation here in Barton County, is there any way I can just transfer all my probation down to here?
The court has no objection to that transfer of probation from Butler to Barton County. However, you are not allowed to transfer your probation until it has been approved by your court service officer. So keep reporting to court services in Butler County until you hear otherwise. And is court services, the probation officer on, Miss Altus, would you be able to go into a breakout room with Mr. Stenberg?
Of course.
Okay, that'll be the order of the court. We're going to order into a breakout room, Mr. Stenberg. Anything further, Miss Norris?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Mr. Favre?
Judge, I'm sorry, did you waive additional attorney's fees for this round? I think I missed that.
I did not order anything. How often are you working, Mr. Stenberg?
Your Honor, I think he may have already gone into the breakout room.
Okay, I'm finding that he's just started a work at a convenience store. The court is finding minimum wage approximately. The court finds not substantial financial wherewithal for repayment of court-appointed attorney fees and bids application fee. Court does not order the same.
Thank you, Judge.
There being nothing further, court is in recess.
Thank you, Judge. And I think that's my only one today, if I could be excused.
Okay, have a good day.
Thanks. Have a great weekend.
And Mr. Watts, do you want to take up your case? And Mr. Watts, you want to take up your case? You're on mute.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I have Mr. Alfaro. I understand he is at the court security.
Court goes on the Zoom record. Case is entitled State of Kansas versus Anthony Alfaro, 25 CR 51. State by Ms. Norris, defendant in person and by Mr. Watts. Matter does regularly come back before the court this date. Announcements to the court. Mr. Watts.
Your Honor, if the court may remember, Mr. Alfaro's case is kind of suspended because we have a competency issue. We have gotten that competency evaluate or the competency order to South Central Mental Health. We had kind of some bureaucratic snafus getting it there. I think I forwarded to them about 4 times before it got to the right person, apparently. As my understanding, I checked my email inbox just before I came on court here. My most recent email is that he is scheduled for an evaluation on March 4th, which would have been 2 days ago, Wednesday, with Jayla. I do not yet have a report. I presume he went to that evaluation.
Thank you, Mr. Watts. The court does continue this matter for purposes of obtaining the mental competency evaluation that is set over to the warrant to show cause hearing on April 3rd at 2:30. April 3rd at 2:30.
And
Yes.
Your Honor, before we actually close out, could we inquire, I guess, the defendant and or Ms. Ashenfelter, did the defendant go to the South Central appointment? Because this was ordered on February 6th. It was filed February 14th. It takes them generally 1 week turnaround once they get the request to do these kinds of evaluations. We should not be at this point, a month later and it not be done if somebody's not showing up. So I guess I just want to make sure that he's showing up.
And Ms. Ashenfelter, if you know.
Your Honor, I have no knowledge if he did or.
And just like that, the court wraps with a balanced ruling. Weekend jail, extended probation, and no extra financial burden. The judge clearly considered both accountability and hardship. It's a reminder that justice isn't always harsh. It's calculated. Did the system get it right? Like, comment, and subscribe for more real courtroom drama.